What you're looking at is one of the most famous hiking trails in America. Every year, nearly 250,000 people travel from across the country and around the world to hike the Manitou Incline. Everyone has the same goal in mind, to make it to the top. Some finish in under 30 minutes, while others take more than 2 hours. So what really makes this place so special? What exactly is the Manitou Incline? My name is Trevor and I'm a local here in Manitou Springs, and over the years I have climbed on the Manitou Incline hundreds of times. I've guided friends and family up the incline, and I've spent countless hours bushwhacking and hiking in the Pike National Forest. This is the first episode to my complete Manitou Incline guide built specifically for tourists. And in this series, I'm going to answer every question you've ever had about the incline before you ever take your first step on it. That way you're prepared. The Manitou Incline is located in Manitou Springs, Colorado, right at the base of Pikes Peak. And at first glance, it might just look like a steep staircase that cuts up a mountain, but it actually has a pretty fascinating history. The Manitou Incline wasn't originally built for hikers at all. Back in 1907, it was constructed by the Pikes Peak Hydroelectric Company as a cable railway to haul construction materials and equipment up the mountain for a hydroelectric project on Pikes Peak. Once the project was completed, the railway was converted into a tourist attraction, carrying visitors up the mountain for more than 80 years. But after a rock slide damaged the tracks in 1990, the railway was abandoned. The rails were removed, but many of the original railroad ties remained, eventually becoming the famous staircase that millions of hikers have now climbed. So why is the Manitou Incline so famous? It isn't the tallest mountain in Colorado. It's not even the longest hike, not even close. So why does it attract so many people from all over the world? The answer is because it's unlike anything else in the world. Most hikes slowly gain elevation through switchbacks, but the incline doesn't. It's a straight line of steep stairs cutting directly up an entire mountainside. That means there's very little time for your legs and lungs to recover. The Manitou Incline has become a rite of passage for visitors. If you've ever visited Colorado Springs, there's a good chance that someone's told you, "Oh, you've got to try this incline." Some people do it for fitness, others come just to check it off their bucket list. Some people are training for mountain races, and others simply want to prove to themselves that they can do something difficult. So what makes the Manitou Incline so challenging? Because the numbers alone don't tell the full story. The trail travels less than 1 mile in length. You gain less than 2,000 vertical feet, and you travel more than 2,700 stairs. But those numbers don't truly explain what it feels like to climb the Manitou Incline. The first few hundred steps actually feel pretty manageable. You might even wonder why everyone says this is so difficult. Then the trail gets steeper. Your breathing gets heavier. Your heart rate climbs, and you'll find yourself stopping to catch your breath. That's completely normal though. And add in this high altitude, even experienced hikers can feel the challenge. My biggest piece of advice, start slower than you think you need to. A steady pace will take you much further than trying to race to the top. So who can hike the incline? One of the biggest misconceptions about the Manitou Incline is that only athletes can make it to the top, and that's simply not true. I've heard of hikers in their 90s reach the summit. I've seen families, first-time hikers, and even people with physical disabilities accomplishing this climb. On your first time, the incline doesn't reward speed. It rewards patience, preparation, consistency, and determination. If you're reasonably healthy, remember to pace yourself, stay hydrated, and don't be afraid to take breaks. You might surprise yourself with what you're capable of. Alright, so if you're planning your first trip to the Manitou Incline, then this series is for you. We're going to cover everything you need to know, from parking and reservations to the gear to bring, how to train, learn all about where the bathrooms are, and how to make your way safely down the bar trail. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate you subscribing, because this is just the beginning. And if you've already climbed the Manitou Incline, let me know in the comments where you traveled from and what surprised you the most so you can help out other hikers. I'll see you in the next episode. That's when we're going to answer one of the most common questions visitors ask. Where do you park for the Manitou Incline?